Welcome everybody. This is Al Williamson. I'm here with Justin Taylor. How you doing, Justin?
I'm doing great, Al. How are you?
Good, good. So you just got your first rental arbitrage up and going. How's that feel?
Feels great. All my hard work so far is paying off, and it's happening pretty quickly, actually.
Yeah. Okay, let's go through the backstory. The backstory is you went through the Genesis workshop, which is a 3-day all intensive, right, to get you up and going.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
and you went back home with your head full.
Yes. Lots
Go
of
ahead.
information. It was a great 3 days in Sacramento. That was back towards the end of August. So then came back, immediately started looking for some different places, and didn't take too long. Within the first month, was able to find a nice little apartment not far from me, um, and also in a just ideal location in the Virginia Beach Town Center, which is what I was looking for.
It's
And
good.
was yeah, that was good. And thankfully, it was right around the budget that I had. I know you told me to start off small in the beginning.
Right.
So I had a budget, was just looking for a place for around 1,000 or less. So I was able to find that. This was in like a big apartment community, so I had to do a little bit of back and forth with the landlord, you know.
Right.
But I explained to them what I was doing with the corporate housing business, and that I needed to be able to use the place to house my business clients and travel nurses. And we were able to get everything squared away with the lease. Like I said, a little bit of back and forth, but not too hard. And yeah, that process actually was not as hard as I thought it would be.
Good. Good. Sounds like you're well equipped. And then tell me about the furnishing of it.
Oh yeah, that was actually the fun part for me. I had a little bit of experience kind of, buying stuff used to begin with. I told you I used to do a little bit of online business on eBay.
Right.
But yeah, I bought all my furniture used except for the mattress. I didn't want to have to deal with bed bugs or anything like that. So I went ahead and got that new. Still found a good price for it. But
Good.
yeah,
Good.
didn't cost that much. Again, this is just a 1 bedroom apartment. I was able to get all the furniture and supplies for around $1,500. So it really
Okay.
was not that expensive to put it all together.
Awesome. That's incredible. And let's go through your numbers now. Justin, tell me about how much you pay for rent.
For rent, I pay $1,020 a month.
1,020. And then how much for utilities?
Utilities, I pay around 150.
And tell me what's included in that
That's
100.
the electric, water, and gas.
And internet too, right?
The internet is an additional 70 a month.
So altogether, all your utilities that you pay, your monthly expenses, what are those utilities wise?
Utilities wise, 150. Oh, I'm sorry. If you're counting Cox, I'm sorry. It's two 20.
260,
220 plus I pay 40 more for insurance.
40 more for insurance. Okay. So altogether about 260, right?
Yes, uh-huh.
Okay. So, and then how much, let's talk about income, about
Hmm.
how much you think you're going to make, because you already got the place booked right now for a month, which is amazing.
Yeah, a month and a half.
A month and a half, right off
Yeah,
the bat.
right off the bat. Yeah, within
Okay.
about 48 hours of launching the first campaign, I got 4 bookings. I did the first 3 were just kind of short-term stays, which you told me was okay to kind of get some reviews, rankings. And then immediately after that, I got a long-term stay of 25 days. This was
So
all
it's a little,
48 hours.
it was a little nerve-wracking at first, right? But now you can see.
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking because I was like, oh my goodness, am I going to have to get my friends or somebody to stay here? And I had a friend that was going to stay for me and leave a review, but it's too late now. The place is already booked.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, so when you think you're at steady state, when you're up and going and doing business travelers and for extended stays, how much do you think your monthly gross income will be?
The goal is 1,800 a month gross income.
Okay, so that leaves you a net income of about you said $560 per month.
Yes, but that number, the first time I forgot to include that insurance payment. So if I take
Okay,
off
so
the insurance,
520.
it'd be 520. Yes, uh-huh.
So that means really that as far as your startup cost, you would break even in about 3 months.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
It really is. As far as the business goes, it's just flat out amazing.
yeah, yeah. I'm excited. It's happened a lot faster than I thought. And like I said, it was just a huge sign of relief that, I mean, instantly was getting bookings right off the bat, you know?
Awesome, awesome. So you're in an apartment complex. So how many units are there in that complex there?
I don't have the exact number. I know it's at least over 100 units. It's a
Okay.
big complex.
So follow me through here. Tell me if it's an exaggeration, because if you do a good job with the relationships that you have and you're successful with this first one, that
Yeah.
means it'll be super easy for you to get another one right there, right?
Oh, yeah. And see, the good thing about this place that I'm working with is they're actually managed by a company that has properties all over the country. They have three other apartment communities right here in our area. One is
Okay.
near the downtown Norfolk area, which would be my
Yep.
next place that I want to go to if this one goes well. So I imagine if I develop a good relationship with them, they may be willing to work with me on another property.
Well, you're going to develop a good relationship with them.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
So,
That's right.
but, so what I'm sharing with you is can you outline and project your path to financial freedom right now?
You know what? I think this, after this first week of actually getting bookings, I realized this is so much easier than I thought. I mean, there's a couple other things I still haven't shared. I did mention I did get a travel nurse that wanted to book for 3 months. That was also within, I think, the first 3 days of posting the first campaign. I started a second one on Furnish Finder. So that particular nurse, it looks like it's not going to work out, but we have another one that we're still waiting to hear back from. Also, Al, you had encouraged me to start talking every day to people that I know, letting them know that I'm doing corporate housing. Me and my friend that's been helping me as well, we've both been talking to people. We met another guy who has a property near the airport. This guy's an attorney. He's really busy. He doesn't have time to manage it. He said he had some really lousy tenants in there that he just is just in the process of throwing them out. He said they'll be out by next week. And he actually has already offered for us to use his place for the
Oh
corporate
man.
housing business. Yeah.
So you are well on your way. That's amazing. All right.
Yeah.
So last thing, what would you tell someone who's considering going through the Genesis workshop?
Oh man, I would say if this is something you're really serious about, it's definitely a great investment. If I hadn't came out there to meet with you and actually see what you were doing, it probably would have taken me well, I know it would have taken me a lot longer to try and do this on my own. So I'm very grateful for everything that you shared. Also, what really helped me too is, we did those ninja trainings where I got to talk to some of your other students that have already been successful in the program and that you've worked with. And, it's one thing to try and read information online or from a book, but to just hear from other people that are doing well with it, like that kind of really clicked for me. I was like, okay, if these other guys can do it, there's no reason I can't do this. And basically going through Genesis, it's really going to make your business grow like as fast as possible. You'll get started much, much quicker than trying to do it on your own. So I would highly recommend it.
All right. Hey, thank you. And thank you for your time. We'll stay in touch with you and monitor your progress.
All right. Thanks, Al. Maybe you can come visit me at my place when I have a vacancy. We'll show you around Virginia Beach. All right.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.